Starting uh, lecture series on additional mathematics, that is for Cambridge IGCSE and O level exams. And for this subject, this book is highly recommended due to various reasons. And initially we are covering starting our lecture from chapter 2, and in chapter 2 we will discuss some simultaneous equations and quadratic equations. So initially, starting with the simultaneous equation, there are two ways to solve simultaneous equations: some simple linear line equations, and the first one is the elimination method, the second one is the substitution method. In the elimination method, we have two equations. We actually eliminate one of the variables by performing some simple operations. In a substitution method, we actually make subject one of the variables and substitute that subject in place of the another equations, and we actually solve it to get the results. So in our class discussion, we have solved these three problems. The first one is 8x plus 3y is equal to 7, 3x plus 5y is equal to minus 9. This problem will give a unique solution. We have obtained it, and while this second and third questions will not provide any unique solution, because the slopes are same for this question, for this case, and for the third one we have a same slope, so we will not get any unique solution. So for chapter 2 class discussion, the first one, 8x plus 3y is equal to 7 and 3x plus 5y is equal to minus 9. By elimination method, we actually want to eliminate this x variable from here. So we have performed this operation, equation 1 multiplied by 3 and equation 2 by 8. So we can obtain 24x instead of this. So by multiplying equation 3 with equation 1 with 3 and equation 2 by 8, we have obtained these two equations respectively from the first one and the second one from the second one. So by solving these two equations, we want to eliminate, so we can subtract it. So on subtraction, we will get this, and from there we have y is equal to minus 3. This y is equal to minus 3 can be substituted in any one of the equation, one or second, first or second one. We have placed it in first one and we have obtained x is equal to 2. So we have two solution, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. This is our unique solution. By elimination method, we actually make the subject from the second equation and place it in the first one. So from the second equation, we make a subject like this by placing this to here and then divide by 5, and this is y. Y could be placed in equation number 1. So we will place this y in equation number 1, and by solving, or we will have this value. So we can see simple operations, and we have obtained x is equal to 2. So on solving x is equal to 2, we can place it in a subject equation here, and we can get the value of y. The same have obtained by this way, and y. Again, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3, like the elimination method. For these two cases, we have obtained from 1 and second, we have obtained these two equations. Here we can say that 6x plus 2y, 6x plus 2y means the slope are same. We will not get any unique solution. Secondly, the substitution method, we have obtained this kind of result. So no solution is possible, no unique solution is possible. Similarly, for the third one, we have obtained this equation and this. We can see that 4x minus 6y, 4x minus 6y. So So no solution is possible. Similarly for this, no solution is possible. No unique solution is possible. So this was the class discussion, and in the next page we will solve some quadratic equation, because the order is second, x power second, so we call it a quadratic equation. So this can be solved through factorization method, completing square method, or quadratic formula method. So in our class discussion we have solved these three equations. These are three different cases. So this is basically the learning objective is achieved through these three problems. So we have solved the equation 1. This is problem number 1. By factorization, we actually divide the product terms to the addition or subtraction term, so the middle term. So we divide this product in such a way that we get some middle term like this. So this 15 has to divide in such a way that whenever we multiply the two numbers we get 15, and whenever we add we get minus 8. So there are two possibilities, 5 and 3, minus 5 and minus 3. By addition we will get minus 8, and by multiplication we get 15. So this way we have obtained this, and by taking out some common, and we have obtained this, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to 5. By simply completing a square, we actually take these two to make a complete square. This is a square minus 2ab. So this 2ab. So this b square is here, and this b square is added, so b square must be subtracted, and the last one is there. So we actually form this complete square like this, a minus b square. So this one is here, and by solving this, minimizing it, and we have obtained this. So this is x minus 4 whole square is equal to 1. So x minus 4 square is equal to plus minus 1 whole square. So x minus 4 is equal to this one. So we can take out as a plus 1 or as a minus 1. So on getting 1 plus 1, we get x is equal to 5. On minus 1, we have x is equal to 5. There are two possibilities. That's again the same solutions. Now by quadratic formula, here we have x square minus 8x plus 15. So we can compare it with the standard quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c. Here a is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 8, and c is equal to 15. On comparing the coefficients, we have obtained this, and by applying the quadratic formula, and we have solved in this form, and from here we have again 3, 5. So this same problem, this completing square, can also be obtained. This completing square can also be solved through this way. We actually shape this quadratic to this shape. So we want to write down this quadratic equation or expression in this form. So we'll write down solve this bracket. We obtain this, and this a is multiplied by this bracket, and we have ax square minus 2ahx plus ah square, and then finally this. So on comparing coefficient, here a is equal to 1, and minus 2ah is equal to minus 8, and ah square plus k is equal to 15. So a is equal to 1, so minus 2ah is equal to minus 8. By substituting, by placing value of a, h is obtained as 4, and a and h, after getting a and h, we can place in value of here ah square, and k is obtained as this. So we can write y is equal to this. Here we have a, h and k has obtained, and place it in appropriate places, and we get this value. So this is a simple completing square, and by using this we can easily plot it. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to plus 15. So this is one of the coordinate we have obtained on the curve. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to this. So we have x is equal to plus 5 and when y is equal to 0. So we have these two values which is here. This is 5 0 and this is 3 0, and we have this 0 comma 50. Since we have these two values here, so the middle term is here at 4. So x is equal to 4, y is equal to minus 1. This is a minimum value. So we have 4 points. One is here, second here, third here, and fourth one is here. So we can plot it like this. Similarly, for this case, the second case, this is a perfect square. So we have obtained this solution. But here in this plot, so two roots at the same location. So we will get the results like this. Here, this curve is touching this y-axis at one point. In the previous case, the curve was cutting the x-axis on two lines. You can see it here. It was cutting the x-axis at two different points. This is 3 0 and this is 5 0. But in the second case, the x-axis was touching at one point. So there is only one solution, or actually two solutions at the same point. You can say that two solutions, because every quadratic equation has two solutions. So we have two solutions at the same point. Minus 2 is the two solution. So the solution is minus 2 and comma minus 2, and again the solution is at the same point. So we will draw the curve like this. Similarly, for this case, here we can see that there is no possible factorization, and by completing a square we see that this minus 3 cannot be taken square root. So we transform into an imaginary number, and we will get the x in terms of complex number, and this complex numbers cannot be solved. So there is no real solution exist. So we have plotted this and we have obtained that this curve is never intersecting this x-axis where the value of y is 0. So value of y 0 is not possible here. So there is no solution. So this was the case. Now we are proceeding toward the exercise 2.1, and we will solve from 1st to 18 and then 19 to 26. So first problems are these first to 18 problems are same nature. So we will cover some of the problems sequentially. So this exercise 1, we are just getting this, and from by equating this we have got this factors, and by these factors we have obtained solution like this. But from the equation 2, by this equation 1 can be placed here in place of y, and we have obtained this kind of values for x this, and by substituting value plus 4 and minus 1, y can be obtained. So the solutions are x is equal to 4, then y is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 1, then y is equal to minus 7. So this is one of the way. Third, this line equation is intersecting a circle. This is a circle. So in place of y we place this x minus 1. In place of y, x minus 1. This square is here. We will solve it. This quadratic formula, and we get some values. X is equal to 4 and x is equal to minus 3. And by substituting this into the first equation, and we get value of y corresponding to the value of x. For x is equal to 4, we have y is equal to this. For x is equal to minus 3, y is equal. So we have these two possible points, 4 comma 3 and minus 3 comma minus 4. So again 4 problem, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Let's see this problem. Here we have y is equal to 2x and x square plus x y is equal to 3. So in place of y we can substitute 2x. So we have placed this 2x. So we have obtained 3x square is equal to 3. This 3 can be placed here. So by taking out fact 3, so x square minus 1 is here. X square minus 1 is into here means a square minus b square, x minus 1, x plus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is equal to 0, x plus 1 is equal to 0, x minus 1 0 means x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 1. By placing this x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. By placing x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 2. So we have these two solutions. Similarly for this case, from here y is equal to 3 minus x. This y from this subject we make a subject y is equal to 3 minus x, and this y can be placed it here and we get this. So we solved it and we get these solutions. So now solve this 15. You can see this y is equal to 3x, 2x square minus xy is equal to 15. So in place of y we can place this y is equal to 3x, and by solving we have obtained this. Placing it, so this is the solution from this equation x minus 2y is equal to 1, 4y square minus 3x square. X is equal to 1 plus 2y or 2y plus 1. So this from equation 1 we make this subject x. In place of x we can place this value. So here in place of x we will place 1 plus 2y. So we have placed in equation 2 1 plus 2y. So and by solving we have obtained this equation, and from by this we have obtained this. We take out the minus 4 common and we have this value, and this with this, and here we factorize 2 into 1. So 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 means 2 1. When multiply we get 2 the product, and when we add we get 3. So this value, and here we have y. So y is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus half. By placing y is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to minus half, we will get x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 0. So we have this solution. X, when x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 1, when x is equal to 0, y is equal to minus half. For this equation we have these values. Now from 18 we have obtained this result. Now we are solving equation number 19, that is a word problem. So from 19 we see some word problems. So calculate the coordinate of a point where the line, this line is intersecting this curve. So this curve is basically a circle and this is a straight line. A straight line is passing through a circle and we are intersecting at two different points, and we have to find out that coordinate. So we have solved it. At 19, this is solution number 19, where we have a line and this line cut the curve. This curve is a circle, cut the curve at 2 points. So we place this subject here in place of y, we get this value, and by opening this bracket square we get this, and by simplification we have obtained this, and by factorization we have obtained this. So here x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1. So we have two values of x have obtained, and from the first value we have y value, first y value, and from this second x value we have obtained second x value. So we have obtained two solutions. So when x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 1. This is one of the coordinate which intersect on the circle, and this is the second coordinate which intersect with the circle. So we have obtained two